Good morning, dear Marianites. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of Audio Ride with RJ Ashwin. Yes, this is such a beautiful morning, and I'm pretty sure that you will be eagerly waiting to hear from me what topic am I going to talk about. So, today I'm going to introduce not a new topic but a topic which is already familiar to you, but still I believe that there are certain elements, there are certain aspects underlying this topic which needs to be analyzed in detail. So, the topic is none other than RJ alias Radio Jockey. Yes, here we go. So, who is a radio jockey? Many of you will be familiar with the history of radio jockey, which connects itself to the Western culture of disc jockey, where a person have a bunch of electronic equipment, a music equipment, a sophisticated kind of device which helps to place the songs on loop on the request, on the demand of the audience. They're present in the nightclubs, in the discos and disco clubs, etc. So, RJ is a bit different from DJ. A radio jockey is a radio host who plans, designs, and implements programs in terms of utmost creativity, wherein he or she tries to engage the people maximum with fun, entertainment, information, everything like that. So, there are certain basic qualities required for an RJ. I think many of you will be probably looking for a career in the radio industry itself. To be precise, to become a radio jockey, many of the people are dreaming like that. So, I would like to dedicate this episode to all those RJ aspirants. So, again, here we go. I shall break the points into further bunch of points every time. So, to start with, I shall point creativity and innovation as the basic elements of becoming an RJ. So, creativity, we already know that when we do something artistic, let it be singing a song, let it be writing a poem, or let it be even talking to a mass audience, it requires ample amount of creativity. We already know that, and we should be innovative in presenting ideas. Even when we are presenting something that is not new, we should be presenting it in an innovative manner, wherein the listeners feel that they are hearing something new. So, further breaking these two elements, creativity and innovation, I shall place the another subset or another bunch of points. The first one being be yourself. Always try to be yourself. Never pretend to be someone else, or no space for imitation. You should be having your own style. Try to make a unique style of presentation. You should be having a uniqueness in the language, in your presentation, in your anchoring, and even in your scripting. So, you should be constantly evolving as a person, as an RJ, as an intimate personality for every single listener. You should think out of the box. Whenever you place an idea in front of your listeners, it should be out of the world. So, a self introspection is always necessary. Try to improve yourself, try to assess yourself at the end of the day, how your presentations went, how your listeners took your presentation, how it felt at the part of the listener. So, this is the single path towards the uniqueness, having a unique style. So, that is all about creativity and innovation. And the second main point is awareness and knowledge. Both are interconnected areas or aspects. You should be having excellent content in terms of quality as well as quantity. I shall explain. You should be having excellent content in terms of quality and quantity. Suppose you are doing a program on the birthday of a musician and you are talking about him or her. You should be having enough knowledge about him or her, his life, his private life, his fame, his recognitions, everything. So there should be enough quantity of contents, and at the same time, you should be presenting those information in a logical manner, which is substantiated with ample quality of the information. So always try to update yourself. You should be knowing everything and anything happening around the globe. And there should be the optimum utilization of resources. The resources can be a song or a technical device that supports our presentation, or an image that supports our presentation. An image through the words. Then through this utilization of resources, you should touch the skies of innovative presentation, and that itself leads to credibility, resourcefulness, and soundness of an RJ. Soundness essentially means the richness of the content and quality of an RJ. You will be getting the point, I hope. So this is all about awareness and knowledge. And the third section comes. You should be having a better command over the language. We all have our own mother tongue. So we will be constantly talking on our mother tongue, but it doesn't mean that it is necessary that we have the command over our language. So it is a practice, it is a frequent practice wherein the command over the language, the fluency of the language occurs gradually. So it is a combination actually. The success mantra for having a command over language, it is a combination of good voice, clear voice, then the fluency in language, a charming voice, then an influential voice. Of course, we should be influential. The listeners should get influenced by this RJ. Oh, okay, I should be following such principles that this particular RJ was talking about today. So we should be influential. Then, most importantly, never fake anything, just be spontaneous. We should be having instant presentations, instant points, instant experiences to share. We should not be imitating, or we should not be faking anything. Don't be artificial for any cause. So that is all about command over language. Then the next stage comes the quality of having a sense of humor. This is such a brilliant quality which happens rarely among the RJs. And those RJs who have a better sense of humor will always be appreciated among the listeners. Even when the listeners are heterogeneous in nature. So your voice should do magic through the sense of humor. You should be able to recollect jokes, punchlines, and the capability of having an art of speaking. Then you should be capable of holding the audience for long through this kind of information, jokes, punchlines, etc. So that is what we call a sense of humor. We should add funny elements and a healthy sarcasm. Yes, you should note that point within inverted comma. I am repeating, healthy sarcasm. We should not create a confusion, or we should not create a hatred among the listeners or any individuals in the society through our words, our deeds, or our language. So we should use funny elements along with a healthy kind of sarcasm to steal the audience. So that is what we remember about the sense of humor. And the second last point comes connectivity. Yeah, well, many of you might be probably thinking about the mobile connectivity, because during this COVID pandemic times, the connectivity issues are at stake, at large, especially connected with the students who are forced to attend the online sessions. So I'm not talking about that kind of connectivity. I am talking about the telepathic communication, mind-to-mind communication. An RJ should be outspoken in nature. He should be able to connect with people through his ideas, words, and simple language, and even the tone of presentation. So he should be familiar with the city, people, cultures, rituals, popular taste, etc. He should have an affinity, a special quality of developing a love for the cities, people, culture, rituals, everything. He should be always curious, and that way he will be able to create a personal rapport and maintain that rapport continuously across the shows. We admire many RJs with this quality. We love to listen to the shows of that RJ just because of this personal intimacy we feel while listening to such shows. So, an RJ should always enjoy talking with the people. So that is what we call connectivity, a telepathic communication, a beautiful kind of communication. And most importantly, the last point, believe in yourself. This is all about confidence, developing sheer confidence. We should train ourselves to be what we want to pursue. There will be a central point to become a better RJ who have better connectivity, who has a better resource, who have the right amount of credibility. So we should be training ourselves to become what we actually want to pursue or what we dream to pursue. And there is a popular saying, a repeated practice makes a man perfect. So we should be flexible and adaptable to situations. Sometimes when we play a music amidst our show, the technical difficulties can occur. So we should be adaptable and flexible enough to tackle that situation. We should not get tensed. We should be flexible, and we should practice the right amount of voice modulation without leaving a space for misinterpretation at the part of listeners. And we should be familiar with the technical instruments in the station, the switching panel, the audio console, everything we should be familiar with. And most importantly, an RJ should always love to socialize. He should become a complete social human being, irrespective of his politics, caste, religious beliefs, everything. So this is what an RJ does. Wow, it is not such a small thing, right? It's definitely a big deal. So if you want to become an RJ, the first and foremost thing you should do is this last point, socialize. You should start from that point. Then only you can connect with the people. You can engage the audience. You can spread the awareness. You can earn the knowledge from people. You can have better command over language, and you will have a good or great sense of humor. So with this optimistic belief, I wish you all the very best for having a career in RJ, and keep exploring and keep learning with RJ Ashwin. And it's me signing off with Audio Ride. We will meet at another beautiful episode. Goodbye.